publish the 51 schools you purportedly used 54 billion to do in 2024.
In 2007, he started blackmailing the governor at that time, and they called him and gave him job. If he likes, let him hang on a transformer. This government will not call him.
Performance report that he has done 51 schools. Let's just say that 51 schools. Names, location, pictures don't lie. Evidence is the end of argument. We want to see the pictures. We want to see the locations. We want to see the amount. We want to see the contractors. If Otti is unable to show these things, then we want Nigerians to discountenance whatever you're reading on the social media. We want Nigerians to discountenance whatever Mr. Alexotti and his bloggers are posting. We want Nigerians to come to our rescue. Abia is sinking into a tyranny, a one-man government. And Abia State needs to be rescued. The ABC in Abia State, the Abia Interest Association, we are calling out Mr. Alexotti and we are asking him simple question. Publish the 51 schools you purportedly used 54 billion to do in 2024. If you add the 14 billion claimed to have been taken away in 2023, that is 68 billion. Simple and short. Publish it.
It is impossible for me to sit here and reel out the schools that are going through renovation. It is. I know you talked about the so-called abia whatever in Abuja that organized a press conference led by someone called Naira. I'm sure a lot of people here know him. Unfortunately, when you have people who don't have so much information, they are not properly informed, but they are wired to be used for mischievous activities. So sometimes they make mistakes. Okay? So I heard about it even though I didn't watch it. But then even a day or two before the press conference, everything he was going to say was sent to me by WhatsApp. And then I was also told who sponsored it. I said it's okay, it is democracy. The unfortunate thing is that the person that sponsored it chose to use a man with no integrity. Absolutely zero integrity. And then even the issue of 54 billion, the original person that talked about it found out shortly after he had talked about it that he made a mistake. And he decided to walk back his mistakes. I'm sure those who are following details will know. There's something called state sifters, World Bank state transparency, and it's called sifters, SFTAS. It requires, it's a program by World Bank, which requires that states, not compulsory though, states publish their, okay. I thought village people had come. It requires that states publish their budget performance. What is budget? Budget is an estimate, right? So these things are very simple. But at the end of the day, what is important is what is the cash that has been spent. So if you go to the website of Abia State Government, the audited statement, financial statement for December 31, 2024, states exactly how much of that 54 billion had been spent. If you check that website, you will see the figure 2.1 billion. That's what had been spent. But that does not stop you from making provisions, particularly when you have awarded contracts. What this government does is that before we hand over money to you, we must collect an advance payment guarantee. So that in the unlikely event you decide to face your village after collecting money, we call the bank guarantee. So at any point in time, if you are working for us, your money must be in our hands and not the other way around. So if you take a walk, you know you will lose money. But we don't chase contractors because you know at any point in time you are going to be issuing certificates. And when those certificates mature, you are paid. That's our process. So when somebody goes to town and says, oh, 54 billion is missing, unfortunately for him, he's talking to the wrong people. When you look at this government, at least 3 or 4 members of the Executive Council are fellows of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. The SSG is also a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Accountant General, Commissioner for Finance, even Commissioner for Environment, Commissioner for Lands and Housing. Let's discountenance the rest of us. So if you want to take on this government, it should not come from numbers, particularly for a man who doesn't understand numbers. So, to Eze Chikam Nayo, I have a message for him. This is a different government. And my response to his request that came at the beginning of this administration remains the same. The person he sent to me, oh, he wants to be part of this government. I told him no. And the answer is no. So we have followed him. He has been part of every government from 1999. In 2007, he started blackmailing the governor at that time, and they called him and gave him a job. If he likes, let him hang on a transformer. This government will not call him. So he says I should do a video. I checked the records and I found that about 5 or 6 schools are being done in Umunochi as we speak. He should come home and see them if he's not afraid of coming home. I shouldn't do a video. Why should I do a video and prove to him that I'm working in his local government? No, he should come. He should not stay in Abuja. And if he comes, please, somebody should also tell him not to forget to also visit the university where he claimed he read law. I'm also working there. Okay? And to the people that sent him, first of all, they sent the wrong person. A man without credibility. You don't need to send him to go and talk about it. You need to, and in any case, they may not have found a man with credibility to come and talk rubbish. Because if you send a man who understands numbers, he will tell you, no, this one is budget. Let's look at what has been spent. I was looking at the numbers, and by June this year, we have spent about 14.4 1.43 billion on 61 schools just within this year, these renovations that we are doing. So there's an interesting thing. You know, Abia people are not as foolish as they think. You know, sometimes they think because people keep quiet, they think they can get away with anything. Oh, you blackmail him, they will call you for discussion. I will never call you for negotiation. Never. So maybe you need to set up another structure. And in any case, the last time I checked, he was in PDP. When did he join APC? Okay? So please, give the message to him that this one didn't work and will not work. And the people hiring them, you know, I sympathize with them because they lost their money. All the money they paid them, the hall, all the T-shirt, all the face cap, all those are lost. So our people are very bright people. They are not that they kept quiet doesn't mean they don't know what to do. So we are talking of cash and we are talking of budget. They are not the same thing. Okay, and I can tell you under my watch, no such thing will happen. I can tell you for free. And anybody who works in this government will tell you that it's impossible. So if you are looking for dust to throw, don't go into numbers. You don't even understand numbers. And you are throwing dust. So please, I hope nobody mentions this as a Jikam Nayo again. Because I've chosen not to, I didn't want to talk about it, and that's why I ignored it. Because I believe that people should be discerning enough to know what is right. And even he himself, if he used a little of the gray matter, he would have known that that is not the way to go. And people are asking, where is he getting money to do all these jobs? And then somebody is seated somewhere in Abuja, come and show me video of smart school. I don't need to show video. It is there in your village. Go to your village. All right? I hope I've responded to your question, Nora. Thank you very much.